Have you ever done something you truly believed was the right decision, only for people around you to completely misunderstand it and strongly oppose you? Like deciding to change your job or lifestyle, but your family or friends just can't get why you made that choice. Maybe even telling you, why would you do that? Or that's not a good idea at all. It's a pretty familiar situation, isn't it? That uncomfortable feeling when the people you care about, or those you expect to support you, talk against your choices, sometimes even belittle you. That's when doubt creeps in, doubt about yourself, your decisions, everything. But why does this happen? Why is it that sometimes when you make what you believe is the best decision, reactions can be so negative and full of misunderstanding? The truth is, most people want to keep things simple. They want to put people and their choices into neat little boxes. When they can't understand the depth of a decision or the reasons behind it, they judge quickly and often strongly oppose. Let me give you an example. Nikola Tesla. When he shared his innovative and advanced ideas, many people, even experts, laughed at him and called him crazy. No one thought he'd one day be recognized as one of the greatest inventors in history who changed the world. That means sometimes what you see and believe isn't yet clear or understandable to others. So when others judge you wrongly, where's the real problem? It's not with you. It's with them. They can't see what's in your heart. Maybe it's fear, ignorance, or even jealousy. These things block true understanding. But that's just the beginning of the story. You need to know how to deal with these judgments and come out stronger. You're not alone. Many people have faced this challenge. But how? Our minds are wired to want everything neat and predictable. When you face something unfamiliar or outside the usual boundaries, your mind reacts quickly, often by judging. Sometimes it passes judgment before really understanding what's going on. Now, imagine you decided to take a different path, a route that might go against what others expect. When people can't see or don't want to see what's behind your choice, they start judging and sometimes even opposing you. These reactions usually come from fear and ignorance. When people can't understand why you did what you did, instead of asking questions or trying to understand, they rush to put you into a category. What's important to realize is that these judgments don't reflect who you really are or your true worth. They say more about the limits of the people judging you than about you. You've probably felt lonely or misunderstood facing these judgments. That feeling is real, and I'm not trying to downplay it. But remember, you are responsible for your life and choices, not the people around you. You need to learn how to handle these judgments without letting them steer you off your path or damage your self-worth. This isn't an easy journey, but becoming aware of this is the first step. Also, know that many of the greats, the people we admire today, were judged wrong countless times. Those judgments were part of their path to success, not barriers that stopped them. So it doesn't matter how others judge you. It matters how you deal with those judgments and how you come out stronger. Let me tell you the story of one of the greatest artists in history, Vincent van Gogh. You probably know his name, the amazing and unique paintings he created, the vibrant colors, and the designs that still inspire millions today. But what you might not know is that Van Gogh was deeply misunderstood during his lifetime. Not only was he rejected as an artist, but he was also very isolated and pushed away by his family, friends, and society. From a young age, Van Gogh struggled with mental health issues. Severe depression, anxiety, and a deep sense of loneliness filled his life. At one point, he even cut off part of his own ear, an act many saw as a sign of madness. But here's the interesting part. Despite all these hardships, Van Gogh never gave up painting. He spent countless hours, day and night, trying to capture the beauty he saw inside his mind and heart onto canvas. Still, his life was full of financial struggles. During his lifetime, he only sold a handful of paintings, and most of the time he lived in poverty. He had to fight hard just to afford food and rent. Many days, his clothes were worn and torn, and his living conditions were very tough. Imagine being an artist, or anyone trying to create something that others find strange or unusual. Many will call you odd or even crazy, but you keep going anyway. Back then, Van Gogh's works were rarely seen or bought, and art critics often ignored or dismissed them. But today, his paintings are among the most expensive artworks in the world. For example, Van Gogh's painting Portrait of Dr. Gachet sold for about $82 million in 1990, a price that would have been unimaginable during his lifetime. The value of Van Gogh's works isn't just about money, though. It's about his story of resilience, creativity, and the strength of the human spirit. He showed that even with all the struggles and unfair judgments, you can still keep going. Being judged wrongly means you're stepping outside the usual boundaries, and sometimes that's the only way to grow and achieve greater things. So, whenever you feel misunderstood or when people fail to see the value in your efforts and choices, remember Van Gogh. He kept going despite everything. He teaches you that even when it feels like the whole world is against you, you can keep moving forward and express your true voice through the things you love. Remember when you decided to change your job? Maybe people told you you were crazy or that you didn't know what you wanted. Maybe they said you were wasting your time. Or when you wanted to end a relationship and people said you were being impulsive or shouldn't have done it. How did that make you feel? Did their words make you doubt yourself? Or did you stand firm knowing it was the right decision? Maybe you were in a group with a different opinion and everyone disagreed with you. That feeling of loneliness when you realize no one understands you or even mocks you. Those moments are tough but crucial in life. They're where your real character is built. With these challenges, you can grow stronger, learn to take other people's wrong judgments less seriously, and listen more to your inner voice. It might be hard to believe, but all those experiences help you understand yourself better and find your path. And in fact, those differences and being misunderstood are what make you unique. So the next time you feel like others don't get you or judge you unfairly, remember this is a chance to grow and learn. You're not alone, and these feelings are a sign of your strength, not weakness. When others judge you unfairly, it's natural to feel upset or even angry. But you need to learn that these judgments shouldn't stop you from moving forward or make you question your worth. Your true value comes from within, not from what others think. When you face wrong judgments, the best thing you can do is protect yourself from that negative energy. You don't have to react to every comment or try to prove you're right. Save your time and energy for your own growth and progress. Remember, not everyone can understand you, especially when you think differently or choose a different path. Those differences are exactly what make you unique and special. So instead of trying to convince others, focus on yourself and your goals. One of the most important things is setting healthy boundaries, knowing what is acceptable for you and what isn't. When you respect these boundaries, you allow less room for negative judgments to affect your mind and spirit. Also, choosing people around you who support you and bring positive energy makes a big difference. These people help you take judgment less personally and keep moving forward on your path. When you practice these skills, you'll notice your peace of mind and confidence growing. You learn to control your thoughts and feelings and not let others' wrong judgments become an excuse to stop or give up. Remember, wrong judgments from others are opportunities for you to learn and grow, not obstacles in your way. The better you handle these judgments, the stronger and more ready you become for future challenges. Take a deep breath, believe in yourself, and keep going. You are valuable and capable, even when others don't see it. You always have the power to choose how you respond to unfair judgments. That's one of your greatest strengths, even when it feels like the whole world is against you. When you think differently and act differently, society may not understand you or might judge you harshly. But that means you are on the path of creativity and change. You need to learn how to turn those judgments into fuel for your growth rather than obstacles. Instead of wasting energy defending yourself or feeling hurt, use it to push forward and improve. You might have experienced times when others' words made you doubt yourself, but instead of letting that doubt stop you, use it as an opportunity to better understand who you are. Nietzsche teaches you that only those who dare to be different can create a new world. So you have to be brave and keep going even when others don't get you. You are like an artist working every day on your masterpiece, even if no one sees or understands it. Your inner strength determines how much you can resist unfair judgments and continue on your path. So next time you're judged, remember it's simply a sign of your power and uniqueness. You get to choose how much impact those judgments have on you. The choice is yours. Keep going, and always remember your worth goes far beyond what others say. You made it this far. That means you're someone who truly cares about inner growth. Someone who doesn't just run from judgment, but chooses to understand it and face it with clarity. Maybe the world won't change after this video. People will still judge. They'll still misunderstand. But something far more important has changed you. Now, you're more aware. You're stronger. And most importantly, you're not alone. You've realized that being misunderstood doesn't mean you're wrong. You've seen how people like Nietzsche and Van Gogh were misjudged, but they kept going. They believed in something that others couldn't yet see. And now it's your turn. It's your turn to take your inner voice seriously, not the noise around you. It's your turn to keep walking your path, even if others find it strange. And if something in this video helped you, if it made you pause, reflect, or even feel a little more powerful, then do yourself one small favor. Save this video. Not for me, for yourself. Because your mind, your subconscious, grows through repetition. When you come back to this message later, especially when you're feeling misunderstood or discouraged, it'll speak to you more deeply. Let this become part of your inner voice, one that makes you stronger, not smaller. So when the world judges, you'll remember, you've already chosen who you are. Until the next video, take yourself seriously. You honestly deserve it.